Oh my goodness, folks, did MSTR finally bottom? So MSTR closed up at $241 to end the week. It looked pretty scary at the beginning of the session where MSTR looked like it was just going to start crashing below the danger zone, and we actually closed above it. So for those of you out there who don't know what the danger zone is, the danger zone is below $231, $230, right around there. That was like my long-term support range, okay? And I mentioned in previous videos that this is exactly what happened back in March and back in April when MSTR bounced off of that key support level and started running higher. So the good news is that we closed above it on Friday. Okay, volume was pretty strong, higher than normal, almost 17 million shares traded, and the stock just started running. So this week for the markets was pretty bad. Okay, the NASDAQ had its worst week since April. Okay, the AI bubble is continuing to burst, and as most of these big, AI stocks are selling off, it's nice to see that MSTR rally. So for you bears out there, just realize that MSTR closed up 2%. It closed higher than Google, Meta, Broadcom, Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Amazon, and even Tesla. Tesla sold off. So this is good news, okay? The sentiment has probably changed a little bit. Currently, the fear and greed index sits at 21, so there's still extreme fear in the markets. So in this video, I'm going to talk about several reasons why I believe MSTR just bottomed. Like I said, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you want to support my videos and support my work, please buy a copy of my ebook, MSTR Options Cash Flow. Yes, everyone, I am a true professional. I'm not just a YouTuber out here, posting videos for the heck of it. So I just want everybody to realize that I am a long-term MSTR bull. Obviously, I have an ebook to sell because I'm a professional, because I've been holding this stock for 5 years. But you don't have to buy my ebook. You don't have to join my MSTR Investors Club. You can just simply watch my free videos. I think it's pretty ridiculous to criticize someone who's literally posted over 120 free, keyword free videos for you to enjoy consistently every business day, and to say bad comments about me. Like I say, you guys don't have to watch these videos. I have over 3,000 subscribers. I do about over 100,000 views on YouTube a month. Like I say, you don't have to watch. There's plenty of other channels out there you can watch. There's some great guys out there that make videos about MSTR just like me. Some of the names that come off the mind are Ryan Hogue, Adam Livingston. There's the True North channel. Like I said, there's plenty of channels to watch. So if you don't like my videos, you can just watch someone else's channel. But since I know there's over 3,000, I have over 3,000 subscribers, and I know a lot of you have been watching my content and been saying positive things. That's why I continue to make videos. But just realize, as long as God gives me the ability to make videos, and as long as I don't have any serious health issues, I'll continue posting, because I plan to hold MSTR stock until I'm 59 and a half. I'm currently 39 now, for the next 20 years. So if you will watch my videos, I'll continue to keep posting them. That's pretty much how this works. So now let's talk about some of the reasons why I believe MSTR just bottomed. Okay, so I put together a long list. I don't want this video to go on too long, but it's really, really important, because I know a lot of you are licking your wounds. You're thinking MSTR is a scam. You want to file a class action lawsuit against Michael Saylor. I don't know. So let's just go over my mindset here before we wrap this video up, and hope everyone enjoys their weekend. Okay, so MSTR did close above the danger zone. Now, if you don't know what the danger zone is, I talk about it in depth. Go watch the previous video, but basically the danger zone is the $231 support line. Good news is we closed above that, okay? I repeat, we closed above the danger zone. So that's good. That means that a lot of smart money came in and bought the dip. Okay, the second thing, Bitcoin closed over 100K. That's another good sign as well. Once again, dip buyers. Now, I also talked about the STR Stream preferred equity that's being launched in euros. That was upsized from 350 million euros to 350 million euros to 620 million euros. That's a great sign. A lot of demand there. Also, JP Morgan disclosed a $100 million stake in BMNR. That's extremely bullish for all all digital asset treasury companies. Okay, here we are on X. See, JP Morgan just bought just under 2 million shares of Bitmine. The largest bank in America now owns a massive stake in a company stacking Ethereum. So obviously, this isn't necessarily bullish directly for MSTR Bitcoin, but anytime America's largest bank is buying the dip on digital asset treasury companies, that's bullish across the board. Remember, a lot of these stocks trade in tandem. So just like BMNR was up 7% on the news, that's going to help lift MSTR. If BMNR is undervalued, there's a good chance that MSTR is undervalued as well, because they both hold, digital assets on their balance sheet. Now, October was canceled, but Q4 is still bullish for Bitcoin and okay, so Q4 is down 8% now for Bitcoin, but it won't necessarily stay there. Historically, Q4 is still the strongest quarter. Average returns of 78%, a median return of 47%. So hang in there. It's not the bear market. It's not 2026. I still think that Bitcoin can end up closing green this quarter. Also, the weekly RSI is now at 34, up from 31. As I've been mentioning in my videos constantly, that weekly RSI was on my radar. That's starting to trend up. That's a great sign as well. Also, the U.S. government reopening looms near. It looks like there's a disagreement in the Senate between the Republicans and the Democrats. Good news is I don't think the U.S. government can literally stay closed for much longer. It's already been closed for over 37 days, and that's the all-time high. Okay, the U.S. government has never been closed this long, so I think they have to reopen it soon. There's a lot of people that aren't getting paid. Okay. Obviously, they're not paying the SNAP benefits. The winter season is approaching. It's going to get really cold. There's a lot of programs that provide, subsidized heating for Americans. There's just so many people that just aren't getting paid right now or aren't receiving their benefits. This won't last forever. So I do believe the U.S. government will probably reopen within the next 7 days. Okay, so according to Polymarket, there is about a pretty high chance. It's predicted that the U.S. government will open over the next 10 days, with 32% of people thinking it will reopen by November 12th to the 15th. So hopefully this is the end of the U.S. government shutdown. These are like the final days. Everything kind of go back to normal. Now, the daily green candle for MSTR was higher than normal volume. We closed out the daily candle today at just under 17 million shares traded. That's much higher than normal volumes. You can see here, usually the volume is like 9 million, 8 million, 10 million, something like that. So that was interesting. I thought a lot of people came in to buy the dip. That's a good sign. Now, the CNN Fear and Greed Index also sits at 21. As I mentioned, a lot of smart money likes to buy fear and sell greed. That's another good sign as well. With so much fear in the markets and the price literally closing up like that, where, basically, as I mentioned earlier, most of those Mag 7 stocks were either down or flat. That's a wonderful sign. And finally, be greedy when others are fearful. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I've made the most money buying MSTR when no one else wanted it. And there were the two instances that I did that. I ended up buying initially in 2020. I bought some shares in 2022, and I bought a lot of my shares in 2024. So right now, it's difficult for me to buy more because I'm already all in, everyone. So, and finally, be greedy when others are fearful. Okay, Warren Buffett's advice really works. You want to buy when there's blood in the streets. You want to be greedy when others are fearful. If you have extra money to invest, this is not financial advice, but these are going to be some of the best prices you're going to get for MSTR. Okay. Just remember, literally a couple of months ago, this stock was trading at $450. So I do believe that MSTR is a broken stock, not a broken company. I repeat, MSTR is a broken stock, not a broken company. So if you have some extra cash to invest, and you, obviously, you have all of your basic needs taken care of, this would be a great time to buy the dip. So like I said, I apologize to everybody that's lost a bunch of money, but I've lost a bunch of money too, okay? Literally, investing has risk. It's ridiculous to think MSTR is just going to go straight up in price. There's going to be ups and downs, just like life. MSTR, I love this company because it mimics life. You're going to have your high points, you're going to have your low points. But the key is to survive and stay in the game. So like I said, I do sell an ebook, MSTR Options Cash Flow, to help people. I got tired of answering the same questions over and over again. How to sell covered calls, how to trade options, which brokerage account should I use, when should I sell? I can't answer these questions over and over again, so I put them in a book. But if you don't want to buy my book, you don't have to buy my book. You can just continue watching my videos. But I've been consistent. I've been posting videos every single business day over the last 3 months. And like I said, as long as I'm healthy enough and as long as God gives me the power to, I'm going to continue posting videos over the next 20 years. So you're welcome to join me for this journey. If you don't want to join me, that's fine as well. There's other channels out there that you can follow. But my goal is not to be the smartest guy out there or the most liked guy out there, but my goal is to be the most consistent and to help it answer as many questions as possible. And that's my goal at this YouTube channel. So like I said, thanks for everyone for supporting me. I hope we finally bottomed. Let me know what you think in the comments. Enjoy your weekend. Like I said, go out there, get some fresh air, enjoy your life, man. Don't stress so much about MSTR. We still have over 641,000 Bitcoin, still the strongest company on planet Earth. We'll get through this. Like I said, once the US government opens, I think a lot of people are going to be changing their tune, and also a lot of our bank accounts are going to be full with a lot more money. So that's it. Time for TJ to take a break. See everyone on Monday, and take care.